I first became aware of Juneteenth when I was around 8 years old. It wasn't something that I knew about immediately as a child. My parents did the best they could to teach us about our roots, our heritage. But I think there are parts of African American history that, there's kind of this rediscovery for a lot of Black Americans, unfortunately, because there's so much that, has been absolved to kind of forget or to kind of, neglect the oppressive history of so much what's happened here in this country. Juneteenth holds tremendous importance to me and for the rest of the Black community. It's a day that really leads us to reflect on really the fight moving forward. There's definitely an aspect of freedom that each generation really is fighting for, to kind of capture the true ideals of America, which is liberty and justice for all. I think a lot of people, when they discover Juneteenth or when they first realize that it exists or that it's something that happened in history, they may think of it as a second Independence Day, and the reality is that it was our first. It's not denying any kind of patriotic aspect of being an American. It's a reflection of the history and the reflection of what had happened centuries ago and the continued fight for racial equality and on many fronts. So that's I think a tough question, because freedom can mean so many different things. Freedom involves a system where oppression doesn't exist. It's a virtue. It's something that each generation continues to strive for. Freedom to me is a system that protects and values everyone. You have the freedom to be who you are. You have the freedom to feel protected where you live. So it's great that Juneteenth is receiving more recognition, that people are understanding that this is not only an event that happened, but this is a day in which we reflect on not only where we were, but where we're going. I think it's a day in which, it serves as a moment for rest and reflection and revitalization for many of us in the Black community. For me, Juneteenth being celebrated more means that people will be encouraged to think about actions they can take to promote racial equality. It's a day to promote, and a way to promote health equity. When you really think about these histories, you provide context for your work, and it almost kind of allows you to again, like, re-examine your efforts going forward.